Okay, so this is the reading for our week ahead of where we are today in November, November 13th, leading us through the week ahead. But also, we are on the new moon in Scorpio, as I've been chatting here already before. I did this recording, I just started recording for our group. That we're here with the Cosmic Earth Weavers members that are live with me. We have a lot of energy today, and this day is closing out a lot of portal energy. So let's get into what the cards, what spirit, and what guidance there is for us. And as I still will be checking in with you guys here that are live and sending some messages. Yeah, I see you, Jennifer, there. Yeah, a lot of things, right? Wanting to be let out of our life right now. So I was just talking with the community in the sense of we may have this feeling to clean deeper in our home, in our space, to move items, to let go of things. Like, do you really need something? Is this bogging you down? Is it blocking you? As we let go of things and give away and recycle, reuse, all those things, it allows the things to be lighter and freer, the energetics for us, also for whatever we're creating and moving into, right? So that there's actually space. People that are, the people that are just so, they just gather things and collect, and the house is chaotic and built up with a lot of things, and they feel it, they know it. And we know that there's usually a lot of deeper issues that are going on in that. But when things are just constantly want to pull, hold, gather, it just creates walls and obstacles for us. So really important right now to feel into that, your home, your office space, whatever that is, your personal, like especially your bedroom at night, like what's your bedroom feeling like? Because we need so much healthy, whole sleep during the evening. So look at those areas in your life, see what needs some cleansing, clearing, moving, releasing right now, as we're doing this in so many things, so many reasons in this beautiful Scorpio season. And we only have about a week or so left. We're on the 13th, so the 22nd, so a little over a week. We have 9 more days then until we shift into Sagittarius season. And so let's do what we need to do over these next 9 days for Scorpio season. And of course, for Anne, Samhain season, which is, we started marking that around Halloween, and it goes up to Yule, but we're moving into that energy, the winter season, right? The shorter days, longer nights. And so I want you guys to make sure that you're taking the time just to be with this energy. Allow yourself to light, allow yourself to stop and still yourself, to see what is coming through. Listen to your soul. What does your soul say it needs? But also, what does your physical body, your energetic body, and of course, your spiritual soul self need? It's like the three, right? Coming in. What do you need? Paula, yeah, you felt very sleepy. You dropped off stuff too. You feel so much better. Yeah, there's a whole releasing. And Rosalie, I know you've been moving the last, moving into a new place. So that's probably feeling different for you. All right, spirits, I'm asking for some support and guidance for us collectively for the week ahead. Plus, I will be moving into extra messages for this new moon. So, spirit, what support and guidance do you have for us for this week ahead for November 13th all the way to the 19th? What guidance and support do you have for us? And the first cards, of course, are the theme, the energetic. I'm going to pull 3 here for us. Always take what resonates for you. It says it's time to give rather than take. This card here, I'm working with the pulled from the Moonology card deck, her first deck that she has. A time to give rather than take, and it's the new moon in Virgo. And interesting, Virgo is really good at that cleaning, the clearing, the organizing. So there's that newness and the new moon in this card. So we're giving away, right? We don't want to add more right now, right? We want to lighten up. So give away what you need to, right? We're also moving into the season, right, of giving. And I just did a post earlier today for our community about a season of giving for us in our community and how we can do this. So we are moving, we're almost feeling Is anything else? Tell me if you have been feeling this over since this weekend. Have you felt or have you noticed this energy start to pull towards the winter solstice? Like, I know we literally just had Halloween and entering into this, but there was something Saturday. Maybe it was the fact that I got up, opened my curtains in my bedroom, and everything was covered in snow outside, which I was not prepared for. But there was this feeling on Saturday, that feeling of magic, that feeling of the season of winter, of sparkly things, of the evergreen trees, of us gifting, of giving. So this card has almost this beautiful resonance of giving, right? But there's also this quietness because of the darkness, the new moon in Virgo, and coming into yourself. And Virgo wants those new structures, those new routine and habits, and looks after our health and wellness too. So there is this time over this next week that I feel like saying, let go what you don't need, give away, recycle, whatever you need to do. We are already talking about that, but also make sure you come into self. And what self-care, what new routines do you need for yourself? And think about that over the next week, because there may be some things that are obstacles I'm hearing that have been your way, and things that we may have to look at in the darkness of this Scorpio new moon, but the darkness of what Scorpio will gift us with. So asking for another card here from Spirit for us for this week ahead. And we get beloved, and it says radical acceptance. And we have the 2 on this card. So that union, the partnerships, the collaboration, the, of course, beloved, we think of our beloved, and some of us may feel as though you're like, oh, I know this journey of the beloved. You might notice people use those words to describe their partner in their life. And there's the beloved with source, beloved with self, right? Beloved, and the radical acceptance, and it's fiery. There's energy coming in. There's almost like as something this week is burning away. And yet, like, look at this. Like, hopefully you can, I think you can see that on this, that, there's a beautiful heart here, right? And it's on fire. And it's almost like this week is a big transformation. It's like almost that last push to burn away, but also ignite. Scorpio season is about that igniting our desires, our dreams, things that are important to us. So it's almost like we're going through this last push to move us into more union with ourself, union with spirit, source, our desires and what we want, and possibly union with our beloved self. This is, we had that 11/11 portal on Saturday, right? And a lot of people like the 11/11, we can think of union, oneness, but also it gets very linked with like partnerships, twin flames, things like that. There is a right. I hear that there's a rising burning out from. So first, there's a burning and transformation from the old. Mary Hedgen said she was dreaming about her exes, and there's like dream time of really going through the past right now, and it's so that we can really transmute the energy that needs to be transmuted, to light ourselves aflame with what is truly our desires, our dreams. What do we want? Because that is what we're going through. What do we truly want? What is old and not resonating anymore for us? Right? Right. What new identities? Oh my gosh, like that's a big theme right now, guys. Our new identity. What parts are letting go? What parts are coming with us? And what is new completely? What new journeys are ahead of us? So the next part here is going to be a support and guide. This is from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Kyle Gray's. The last card I just pulled was from the Shaman's Dream deck, in case anybody wants to know that. So doing our collective weekly reading here for our community, for the group, for the collective. Card, please, Spirit, for the week ahead. So we're being asked to take that higher look at things, the bigger picture, the higher perspective with this ego medicine card, right? Fly higher, soar higher, but look at a bigger picture. It's almost like this journey in itself, I see, for this week of giving, releasing, going within, nurturing self, so we can transmute those last pieces and parts and set ourselves strongly on fire, our desires, our heart, knowing what that is for ourselves, and then taking this message here, this medicine that comes up and says, soar higher in your life. I'm hearing that. Soar higher in your life. Rise. We are stepping through an elevation, right? Rising up, ascending up in our business, in our careers, however that may look, your business, your career, your job, and also our relationships with ourselves, our desires, our people around us, who we want to be around, who we don't want to be around, all those things go higher. And also this, divine, powerful energy where you go with also connection with spirit and source, because especially birds, right, are the messengers, and that connection from source message down to us. All righty, let's just move some of these cards out. How's everybody doing there? All right, so let's look at, I'm going to pull a card for every day. And then I'm going to go into the moon energy for just today, what we're transmuting through. All right, so card for today, Monday, please, Spirit, Source, to guide us for this week. Perfect. Today we have the wheel. So that 10 energy, the completion, the balance, the harmony. She's bringing in the light, the darkness. She's dancing with both. This is what we want. These here are almost like the spiral down, right? Coming down into self. She's spiraling up and dancing in harmony and balance. So there's a sense, hopefully within the day, this offering, this opportunity for you to find that balance and harmony and to dance with both, to weave with both. So that's the wheel, tarot card, and a card for Tuesday, please, Spirit. And we have 7 of Pentacles. So this is like earthly realm. Pentacles, right? We are thinking of here, the now, the touchable, tangible, everyday life. 7, spiritual energy. And this card here, you were saying, what is being our attention? What are we putting into something? It's under that he's putting his energy and intention into things, into this beautiful tree, but the roots and what's growing, the possibilities that are all here. It's not yet to be grabbed and held onto, like we can't feel it quite yet or in the physical world, but we're putting the energy into what we want. And it means we're putting the energy into things we got to do every day, right? In our earthly realm, our 3D world, the energy and the focus we want to put in, the clarity, right? The clarity that wants to come in. What do we need to do? So tomorrow there may be this feeling of, what is it that you need to do? What kind of focus do you, or tangible things or things on your to-do list, the action that you have to do around you to start nurturing those things. So eventually you're going to see and feel the blossoming of what you have been working on, focusing on. And I'm actually hearing that. We'll see how the rest of the week goes, but I'm actually, in the next 9 days, when we switch into Sagittarius season, that's about now the fire expansion, the movement out, right? The exploring in a different way. And so Wednesday card, please, Spirit, for us. Wednesday energy. So we get another 7, and this time the 7 of Cups. So look there's a lot of already like decision-making, energy, attention, right, on Tuesday. Wednesday, saying 7 of Cups. Cups is that emotions, right? What we are feeling into. So what will you feel into on Wednesday? What do you want to choose? So classic of this, we get, kind of above and below kind of energy, earthly realm stuff, along with spiritual. What do we want the blend to be? And this particular card I love. I love all of Chris Ann's. This is her Light Seers deck. This one's like almost like a snakes and ladders type of energy on it, because it's got the ladders. It's got the snake there. It's got the river, the water coming through the one. We've even got like a bat wing over here. And it really feels like that unknown, that transformational energy into the darkness. So we're pondering and looking at the balance and the harmony of what you may be wanting to choose, but it's about your feeling, tapping into your heart space, the emotions to make. I start thinking about what, like he's pondering, what is he going to choose? What is he going to ascend to, right? And this card always makes me, the Seven of Cups in general in the tarot, that ascension from mundane, everyday earthly realm, our life that we're here and breathing in, and you guys are here with me in this moment, to also that spiritual. How is that bouncing and for us? So there's some pondering and looking at that on Wednesday for us. And so Thursday, let's go into Thursday's energy. Thursday's energy for us. All right, so we have another pentacle, our second pentacle, and this is the Four of Pentacles. And so, in the classic tarot, we have the gentleman, he's sitting, and he's got like each foot on a pentacle, and he's got one clasped around at his chest, and I think the other one's above his head, if I can remember correctly. And she's got her perch here and the Four Pentacles on it, and she's holding it, right? But it's like the four is foundations. What do you want, right? Pentacles, like I said, is earthly realm. So material, wealth, abundance, building. She has a city, she has something she can travel to. And it's almost like a pause on Thursday of what do you need to put in that are strong foundations that you want to feel and have in your life? Are you grasping onto something too hard? Or is there space that you can also release, like the giving? Here's our cards up here, right? So time to give. So in the physical world, like what has to go out to have this new life and feel this new space out of the foundations of the four energy, right? What has to be grounded and pulled in and anchored? So these are kind of energetic questions on Thursday for us. That Four of Pentacles. And those fours, they can also represent kind of a gateway type energy too for us. So Friday. Let's go into Friday. What does message and guidance for us this Friday, please, Spirit? And that looks like that's going to be the 17th. Since I'm glancing over at my calendar on the wall, the 17th, please, Spirit of December. We are definitely walking away from something. So I love 8 energy. This is the 8 of Cups. So right now do you see how we got a Pentacles, Cups. We're moving from this physical realm of things to the emotional. Physical realm to the emotional. 8 here, we're getting that it's the burning bull, right? She's got to move away from things. I'm just going to pick this up a little clearer for you guys. She's walking away. This always says to me that there may be something you want to release and burn. But it's a full releasing and letting go. And she's walking away to the horizon. The sun is coming up over there. At least I feel like the sun is coming up. And so what is being let go of so that you can be free? And the 8 always has this mastery energy to it, right? Like it's the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. In order for us to rise and to ascend into the next, and this really feels apart. I'm actually getting like, this is very Scorpio, like use the Scorpio energy, guys. Use that Phoenix energy, the rising up. In order for us to rise, move forward, to evolve, we must let go of things. We must choose to step in to our mastery of who we are. We must claim it, and walk forward into the unknown on a new journey. Is this resonating for anybody? Do you feel like you're on this bit of this journey right now? Like these have been kind of the energetics lately? I know they have been for me, and I know they have been for many people I've had conversations with. So moving into next weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday, please Spirit, card for Saturday for us. Oh, we're getting ready to start a full new journey. This is the Fool's card right there, ready to go out into the unknown. Like, how perfect is that? Like, when we think of right after that 8 of Cups, she's ready to start something anew. She doesn't know. She's going with her gut. She's going with her heart. She's inspired. Okay. So Saturday, the new journey, the Fool's card. And then on Sunday, I mean, there's not much more I can say about that. It's just plain clear. On Sunday, please Spirit for us. Card for us. Yes. I mean, these are fantastic cards, guys. The Hangman. Interesting enough, in classic tarot, the Hangman's hanging upside down. We see the front of him. He's got a figure 4 stance, like the tree stance in yoga, as she does over here. But she's on the world, right? She's ready to, this 10 is ready for the next following journey too. So I also just want to say, I'm going to pause on this for a moment. Monday today, being at a 10, it's not the final card. It's not the world of the tarot of the major. This is like kind of almost your midpoint marker of the first part of the Fool's journey, the hero's journey. It's like he's made this mark. Now he's ready to move to the next stage for the rest of his journey from 11. If you know all these cards in tarot, it's okay if you don't. But then there's a next journey right till you get to that 21st card of the world. The Hangman, just a couple cards off of this, there is this also this illumination, this stopping and pausing to get a different perspective because you're hanging upside down, right? But it's also what things may have to be let go of. Because classic tarot, he's got stuff falling out of his pockets. He's letting go of what he doesn't need anymore. But he's receiving this new perspective and illumination. So to put this all together for you guys, okay? Monday here today in this moment as I'm doing this live, there's a pivotal new point where we have reached. We're bouncing the light and the dark. You see the light and the dark in harmony. That's what we want. We don't want to get rid of all the darkness and things like that is part of us. It's just how we blend within those energies of shadow, right? How do we move it into the golden shadow? How do we move it up? But there's this bounce and harmony today as we're about to start to move forward. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're thinking about putting the energy into the things that we want to have in this physical world. So we're being asked, you may not feel it or see it yet, but what do you have to do in order to get the things and experience what you want in this physical world? Wednesday, you got the 7 of Cups, 7 spiritual numbers here. 7 of Cups is asking you to feel into what your choices are and the above and below, the mundane earthly realm of our lives with our spiritual soul self is also this. So taking time to feel and think about that in your life. We get on Thursday, the 4 of Pentacles. She is holding that purse really close. Her Pentacles is earthly realm. She has to think about what the new structures, not what the new routines, what has to have some ease of flow to it, what has to be really anchored and held in. What are those new ways, new foundations for herself to build the life she wants and where she wants to go? On Friday, we get the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is saying, I'm letting go. I am choosing. I'm at a point. I just want to pause here. And if you're with me, just breathe. That's Friday. Is the breath and pulling in the power of yourself, your sovereignty, that choice, that bravery, the choosing the next. She's letting go. She's moving into a new journey, into her mastery. She doesn't know what it's going to look like, but that's okay. She's choosing it. Saturday says, oh, heck yes. The Fool's card. Ready to set forth. So Saturday's going to feel light and free and like, okay, I'm ready to start something new. The energy is like, I'm ready to go. I'm excited. There's something. You don't know something, that's okay. But you're ready and feeling the doors open to something new. And on Sunday, the hangman, the evolution of understanding and seeing things from a higher perspective, which we got up here too. You see how these cards are actually nicely going with our theme cards here too? So that different perspective, letting the enlightenment of what you've journeyed through and what you know to come in, to see it, to feel it, right? Shake out anything that you don't need, because that classic hangman is just hanging there in his figure four and he's letting things fall out of his pocket. And here she is on this beautiful card. She's hanging here on these beautiful like silk rope, over water, over this possibility. And there's all these like codes and different things. And even with the Fool's cards, we got the Sacred Gem. I can't say that word right now. Geometry, yes. I think it looks like the flower of life, right? So the possibilities of everything moving and expanding. And then it looks like codes in that swirling and moving around, and she's reaching for it. She's reaching out for it. So those are the cards, the support for you for the week ahead. I hope that resonated. If you're hearing noise in the background, that's just, hopefully, if you did, that's just like kitchen noise. Richard's doing dinner. He's obviously dropping something out there. So let me know how did that feel? Does this feel, hi, Michelle. Hi, and I see your Rosalie there giving a message. You drew the 10 of diamonds for yourself today. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing card for today. Yes. Claim that. Oh my gosh. So let me know how that's feeling for you. And if not, like, lead into it. I'm like, yes. And the other great thing is maybe write these down, because I know when I tap into a weekly reading with people that I follow, or even the ones I do for myself, I kind of go away, I kind of remember it, and I get the feel. But sometimes it's nice. I'm going to take a picture of this for you guys and I'll put it in our group. But it's nice to maybe anchor that in, your calendar, even put in what those cards are, and maybe a top note of what that felt like for you, okay? Because it helps us receive and go with that flow. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, this deck, Pala, I hope I'm saying that right. This is Chris Ann's Light Seers deck, which is my favorite. Chris Ann lives up in my area. She's a wonderful human being. If you don't have this deck, I highly recommend this, because even if you don't know tarot, you can easily intuitive work with this particular deck in a way that you would with the oracle cards. All right, so we're going to do a card for what is coming in with this particular new moon. Some extra support and message. What's the portal? That's what I want to know. What are we birthing through here? I heard we're pulling 2 cards. They just told me to pull 2. So there's almost like what we're moving through and going to. All right, I'm gonna pull 2 cards and see what they say here. Cards first, please, on the Scorpio new moon. Spirit for us collectively, November 13th, 2023, please. The Scorpio new moon. Message and guidance for us, support us. I hear that they want me to also really put this deck and get the energy flowing in it. I have here another Kyle Gray's deck. This is his, oh my gosh, light language portal something. I can't see I'm trying to find the gateway of, trying to read it from this angle. Gateway of Light Activation Oracle is what I'm doing here for this next deck. All right, for this, please, this new moon of Scorpio energy for us, Spirit. Okay. Oh, they're very bright light cards, the energies. So we have Hathor light codes, and it says light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Okay, So this is what it's like, the energy of what we've been moving through to this point with all this eclipse season, with our 11/11 portal, with Samhain portal opening up, moving through the veil. It is that we've been going through receiving more light coming into us, integrating, upgrading our full body. It says full system upgrade, and it's a power recall. We've been pulling in, recharging ourselves, and calling it in. And this is what we're moving through, like bringing into as we move past through this day into what's coming through. And it says, start being healing codes. Start being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed and recharging. Well, heck, yeah, don't we need a little of that? Because we've been going through a lot. So there is this, it's been so intense for a really good reason. There's so much coming in. So as we move through and we close these doors and the gifts, we have more of a global moving out. Like, look at the picture here. We have the beautiful, and hopefully you guys you can see that on the, I think on the picture here on the camera. You have this higher light being, right? This is very Egyptian energy, which, oh my gosh, has been so high and coming in the codes from that, especially since August in the Lion's Gate. But now we're moving into this expanded energy, cosmic, quantum, earth, star being healing codes. We're moving from these codes that have been so transformational to reset our entire system, to now moving into important information is going to start coming in. Like, we can actually start to hear and receive more divine downloads and information in a different way because of what we've gone through. And it says our wounds are healed. Our wounds are healed. I'm going to say that one more time. And take a deep breath with me just for a moment. Retap into that breath. Close your eyes if you need to. Your wounds are healed. Feel that, know that. And now it's recharging. We are recharging in a different way as we move forward. How does that resonate? That feels freaking amazing to me, which I'm so grateful for the support and the cards that are coming in for us from Spirit. We have been through it. It's been a lot. Oh my gosh, has it not been a lot? It's been amazing. It's been a lot on our systems because we are going through things. And now we're going to get this bit of this expansion, this more lighter energy. And once again, I get this feeling, right? This different perspective, like we have here in this theme card, right? This overall looking cosmic, full healing, global. And we can now maybe start to move. I'm hearing we can possibly now, maybe not all of us, because everybody's going through some different things here, guys, at different times. But I feel like for most of us that are here in this Cosmic Earth Weavers group, we can now start to have the energy recharge, rebuild, and have the energy to start blooming out. You see that, like blooming out, so that we can have some capacity for the world, for what else is going on, and just holding that energy. We don't have to get in it. We don't have to get in the trenches, is actually what they're saying. You don't have to get down in the trenches and the mud. You are supposed to be here for our next evolution, where we're going. And you're choosing this. You've been always choosing this. Yes, bring it on. Wow, you felt that awesome. I'm just looking at your guys' messages here. Amazing. I started this portal with a migraine, yes, and got another one last night. This is the thing. So, Michelle, that was you, of course. I just want to share a little something with you guys in regards to migraine. So, Michelle, I know that you unfortunately couldn't join me there a couple of weeks ago at that Samhain portal because of migraine. And there's just like so much, right? And I understand this energy. When the systems are moving and there's so much, migraines, for any of you else out there that might be someone that navigates migraines, maybe this will resonate a little bit of these energetics when they're high, they're tense, you feel them, and all of a sudden you get a migraine. Like it's like you got a migraine makes you shut down, right? Like you have no choice but I always say reboot. Like I have to go, you have to go lay down. You need darkness, you need quiet, you typically need coolness, or at least I typically do. I want my ice pack on, my neck, my head, whatever side of my migraines on. But there's it's so much is coming into our system. And those of us that have these finely tuned, sensitive, highly aware energetics, I do believe migraines, we're more prone to them. But what I want to share is I have been someone that's gotten migraines since elementary school. And it wasn't until the end of my teens, maybe even 20, when I was 20, when I was officially diagnosed that you have migraines, or that you get migraines. I like to watch my wording when it comes to some of these things when I experience a migraine. And have spent times when I was younger, like literally having to go to the hospital because I was in so much pain, throwing up, and having to be put on IVs and medications to stop that cycle. And I've spent many years navigating all of migraines and being grateful for certain migraine medications that have come out to help to support. But at times they have been very hard on the system, especially I would get a dozen a month. It was a lot. And I was learning how to navigate my life with this. And obviously I've had ebbs and flows, but ever since I was in elementary school, they started, and I've had them constantly up until I'm almost at 6 months of migraine free. Now, I almost want to say a week ago, I felt like I had a migraine, but actually I was like, oh, I think you're actually a misalignment in my neck that's causing that feeling. It didn't go into a full on migraine. 6 months, first time in my entire life. What has changed? This is huge. Anybody that has migraines here, I know this is this extra little talk here. What has changed? What can you possibly change if you're someone that's navigating something like migraines, which just take you out? One, are you creating that space and time for yourself to navigate all the energetics and work with how they're feeling and working in your system before your body and system pushes you to a migraine that forces you to stop, go to bed, and obviously you're you know how it is. It's like you're nauseous, you're almost throwing up, but you're in so much pain, you almost think your head's going to explode. They are awful. So are you creating the space before the body has to react into that? Yes, I know there's multiple reasons for migraines. Believe me, I know. As a neurologist, ones I've seen over the years said, Roberta, you have multiple trigger migraines, not just one, not just this and this, from hormonal to the weather, right? To light, to sound, to smells, to energetics, to food, certain things that might slip in when you're eating something, go, what was that? Something just pushed me over to that. I mean, there's so many reasons, right? Stress, muscle tension, blah, 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 so many, right? Yet, are you taking the time to ask your body what it needs and to be in stillness, to open up and receive the new downloads and healing codes and everything that's been coming in? Because guys, that's, I would say, one of my biggest things that's been happening for me is been spending so much time with this, with receiving, cleansing, clearing on a cellular DNA energetics level, that my body isn't going anymore to having to be in that high migraine energy experience. So start thinking about that, because I think that's one of the biggest one. Of course, us women, hormonally, if you're moving through certain things, there's also that it's going to shift some things. So some good things to look forward to. We're navigating some other parts of our lives. But I know working with these energetics right here, what's been coming in, trusting, listening, receiving, allowing, asking for that support and help if you don't even know how to receive all these codes and upgrading. It's okay. You know what you need to know. You just got to honor and devote yourself and time to receive. Okay. Let me know if that resonates. Anybody that gets some migraines on that, if navigating through that, plus getting your water in you, of course, we always know, but also the trace minerals right now. Yeah, so Rosalie, you've experienced some of them, and now you are, Michelle, so you didn't, but now you are getting them. So yeah, major shutdown, as you said, they're major shutdown. So I'd like to obviously share this because, as you've just heard, it's been one of my biggest things for many, 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 many years. And anybody that gets them, whether you've had them as much as me or just they come in waves, they are no fun. So open up your system. We are activating to a higher level in all that we are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you for everybody that joined for the recording, and we're just going to go to some card reading stuff personally for you guys.